Welcome to my channel Sunil Purwa. I have been teaching maths for 20 years and several of my students have got top ranks in IIT Advanced and JEE Mains, including best ranks All India rank 5 in the mains exam and All India rank 13 in the advanced exam. So what is logarithm and how does it work? So if you can understand these things thoroughly, undoubtedly you won't face any trouble in the logarithm. So now I introduce you to the logarithms. See, if I ask you what is 2 power 3, you will happily say 8. 5 power 2, everybody can answer 25. 3 power 4, 81. 2 power 0, 1. 3 power 3, 3 power 1. 3 power 1 is 3. Now, so this thing everyone can tell. Now, if you can tell this, then with little effort, you can thoroughly grasp the logarithm, because these are what? Exponents. These are exponentials, okay? Because logarithms are closely related with exponentials, okay? How? Understand that first, okay? Because that is the most important concept to understand, okay? How the logarithm and exponentials are interconnected, because all the properties of logarithms are developed from that interconnection between the exponentials and logarithms. So what is that interconnection? You will see. So when you say 2 power 3 is equal to 8, the same thing, same information can be processed in this way by saying log of this number 8 at the base of, what is the base of exponential here? 2, okay, at the same base. So whatever is the base here for the exponential, same base, okay. So this is how you say 2 power 3 is equal to 8 means log of this number 8 at the base, same base as that of exponential, is equal to 3, this number. So this number, which is the exponent, this number 3, which is the exponent, is what? Value of log of 8 at the base of 2. Follow the pattern. So in a similar way, you can say log of 25 to the base of 5 equal to this number, the exponent 2. Continue the trend. Log of 81 to the base 3 is equal to 4. Log of 81, what is the base here of exponent? 3. Same base you have to take. Further, log of 1 to the base of 2 equal to, what is the number over here? 0. That number here is 0. And in a similar way, log of 3, this number, at the base 3 equal to exponent, which is 1. So from exponentials you can say these are the logarithms, and from logarithms you can say the reverse, means from logarithms you can say the exponentials. Now, so I am writing double-sided arrow here, okay, implication, by implication. So if exponentials are given, this is how you can write them in terms of log, and if logarithms are given, how to write them in terms of exponential. Learn that as well. So what is happening here? Power x equal to n. That type of things I have written over here. Alright, a power x is equal to n. So if a power x is equal to n, then what we say? You remember what I explained? Then we say log of this number n, at the base a, same base, whatever was here, okay, at base a equal to this number x, this number x. Okay, So this is how logarithms are defined. So the point to be noted is, number one, logarithm can be found only when its base is positive. Only when the base is positive. Now you see, positive number power anything. A positive number power anything will also be positive. So that means n will also be positive. Okay. So logarithm can be found only for positive number. We are finding here log of n, and n is already what? Positive number. So logarithms can be found only for a positive number, and the base must also be positive. Okay. So log can be found of a positive number and only at a positive base, when the base is positive. And there is one more condition. What is that? Base can never be equal to 1. Base can never be equal to 1. See, why the base cannot be 1? Try to understand. Suppose someone asks you to find log of say 5 at the base 1. We don't know how much is it. Let's say x. Log of the number 5 at base 1 is what? X. Now, so what would we say? 1 power x equal to 5. This implies 1 power x equal to 5. That means 1 equal to 5. Is it true? No, it's absurd. 1 is not equal to 5. That means why this absurdness is occurring? Because you tried to take logarithm at base 1. So I hope you must have understood why you cannot find logarithm at the base 1. Because if you try to find logarithm at base 1, you will get what? Mathematically absurd things there. Alright. So for finding the logarithms, there are 3 important conditions. Number 1, the number whose log you are finding must be positive. The base at which you are finding the log must be positive. And further, base can never be equal to 1. So these 3 conditions are founding conditions. So as you have seen, exponentials and logarithms are interconnected and they mean one and same thing. So a power x is equal to n means log of this number n at the base a equal to this value at the top x. Now, so you can say from LHS this logarithm, and if logarithm is given, you can say the exponentials. See how? From the base you draw an arrow to x, okay, this number. So you will say a to the power x equal to n. A to the power x equal to n. Alright. So saying log of n to the base a is x means a to the power x, go with the arrow, a to the power x equal to n. Okay. You can check the same thing over here as well. 5 power 2. 5 power 2 is equal to what? 25. Don't you see that here? Similarly, 3 power 4 is equal to what? 81. That's what you see. Okay. So this is how exponentials and logarithms are connected with each other. Alright. Now try to tell me some logarithm values using this basic definition of logarithms. Suppose I ask you, what is log of 32 at the base 8? Now, the way to find log values is using this definition only. Okay. So you say, let this value is equal to x. Let's say this value is x. So we want to know log of 32 at the base 8. I am saying, let's say this number is x. So as per this arrow, okay, what will you write? 8 power x equal to 32. Now, as you know, 8 and 32, they both comes in the power of 2. Okay. So 8 can be written as 2 power 3. Whole power what? X is equal to 32 means 2 power 5. So what you see? You see 2 to the power 3x equal to 2 to the power 5. So that means compare the exponents. So what you see? 3x is equal to 5. 3x equal to 5. That means required value x is equal to 5 by 3. Alright. So you can say log of 32 to the base 8, which we assume to be x, has come how much? 5 by 3. So that's the value of this logarithm, 5 upon 3. Okay. Similarly, try to say log of 81 at the base 27. Log of 81 at the base 27. See, log of 81 at the base of 27. How much? So, I have explained you the method how to find it. Say this number is x. Log of 81 at the base 27 is equal to x. So, as per this understanding, what will you write? 27 power x is equal to 81. 27 means 3 power 3. Further power x is equal to 81 means 3 power 4. That means 3 power 3x equal to 3 power 4. So compare the exponents and you get 3 power x equal to 4. So what is x value? 4 by 3. And this logarithm we called for x, and the value has come out to be 4 by 3. Okay. So log of 81 at the base 27 comes out to be 4 by 3. So this is how you can calculate logarithms, okay, using this definition there. A power x equal to this number, okay, n. Now I am listing some very important points related to the logarithms. Number 1, log of a positive number at the same base. Log of a positive number. Don't forget, we can take log only of positive numbers. Okay. So log of a positive number at the same base is always equal to 1. For example, log of 3 to the base 3, okay, is 1. You can always verify using this arrow. 3 power 1. How much is that? 3. That's correct only. 3 power 1 must have been equal to this number. It is. Now, these 3 conditions of logarithms which I have told you, I will not repeat again and again. They must be kept in mind whenever we talk about any logarithm anytime. Okay, that the number whose log we are finding has to be positive, the base must be positive, and base must not be equal to 1. So just in the beginning I am reminding you once again. So here n is positive, n is also the base, that is already made positive. And what is the third condition? Base must not be equal to 1. So n is not equal to 1. N is not equal to 1. So indirectly you come to know that log of 1 to the base 1, log of 1 to the base 1 is not defined, or does not exist, is not defined or does not exist, because base is 1. And I have told you, to find the logarithms, base can never be equal to 1. Okay. Another point, when you find log of 1 at a proper base, log of 1 at a proper base is always 0. What is the meaning of proper base? Base must be positive and it must not be equal to 1. So for a positive and a not equal to 1, you can verify with this arrow. A power 0 is what? 1. Is it or not? You must get what? A power x equal to n. You are getting. A power 0 equal to 1. You are getting. Okay. Next. If log of n and say the base is 1 by n, Okay, that means number and base, number whose log you are finding and the base, they are reciprocal of each other. Okay, what is the reciprocal of n? 1 by n. What is the reciprocal of 1 by n? N. In short, I can say if the product of these two values is 1, then the log value will always be minus 1. How? You see. Okay, first of all, example. For example, if someone asks you log of 1 by 7 to the base 7. So what you notice? The product of these two numbers is 1. So log value is going to be minus 1, as I told you. Equal to minus 1. Log of 5 to the base 1 by 5. Number and base, are they reciprocal of each other? If the two numbers are reciprocal of each other, means their product is 1, which is there. Product of these two is what? 1. So whenever that happens, you can directly say log value is minus 1. So easy to understand, you see. As per this arrow, as I told you in the beginning only, this arrow is going to, this understanding of the arrow is going to be very useful for us. Okay. So what must happen? 1 by n to the power minus 1. Okay, you see, 1 by n to the power minus 1 must be equal to what? This value. Okay, what is the n? 1 by this number, 1 by n to the power minus 1 must be equal to this value, n. Is it? Yes. 1 by n means what? 1 by n means n to the power minus 1. 1 by n. Further power minus 1. There is already minus 1 here. Okay. Is equal to. Now, rule of indices. Okay. So, what will be the net power? Minus 1 into minus 1. These two powers will get multiplied. First rule which I told. Okay. So, this will become what? N power 1. Correct only. So, 1 by n to the power, this number minus 1 must be giving you this number, and it is giving. Okay. So, this is true. Now you see another important observation. A to the power log of n base a is equal to n. Can you notice what are the things? That means 3 to the power log of say 5 base 3 is going to be 5. Can you understand the things here? You see, this number, this base and this base, they are same to same. So whenever these two base values are same to same, the answer is directly this value, which is over here. The answer is directly this value, which is over here, n. So using this observation, you see, this is what? 3 to the power log of 5 to the base 3. Okay, so this base here is 3 and the same base 3 repeats. So whenever that happens, okay, I told you the answer is going to be this number here, n. And what is that number n here? 5. That's going to be your answer. Say 7 to the power log of 10 base 7. How much is that? 7. Base is 7 here, same base repeated. So it resembles to this format. Okay, and in this format answer is going to be this number. Okay, and what is that? 10. Now it may look demanding at the beginning, okay, that how is this possible, this value is 10, but very simple, from the basic definition only. So what's the logic here? Let log of n base a equal to x. So when you say log of n base a equal to x, it means a to the power x equal to that arrow, a to the power x equal to n. Alright, now you see your LHS. What was your LHS? LHS was a to the power log of n base a. Log of n to the base a. Okay, now I have assumed log of n to the base a equal to x. So this will, LHS will now become a to the power a to the power, and this number I have called what? X. This number I have called X. So a to the power X. But what is a power X already? N. Okay, how it became a power X equal to N? Using the arrow. A power X equal to N. So this is a power X, and which is equal to N. So you see it is proved. Got that? That when these two bases are same to same, the answer for such a question in this format will be what? Same number, which is here, N. Whatever is this number, same number will be your answer. But once again, don't forget, for this property to be valid, N must be positive, because you are taking log of what? N. So N must be positive. You are taking log at base A, so A must be positive and it must not be equal to 1. Don't forget that. Now you see the next very important observation in the logarithms. Log of B base A is equal to 1 upon log of A base B. I hope you are developing the understanding of logarithm, okay, and your fears of logarithm must be vanishing, okay, and you will get perfection in logarithm, and you will be able to do every question of logarithm, okay, provided you keep listening attentively. So for this property, okay, what are the requirements? You are taking log of B, so B must be positive, A must also be positive because it is base. So A and B are positive numbers. A and B, they both are positive numbers. Here A is the base, so it can't be 1. Here B is the base, so it can't be 1. And A and B are different from 1. So what is this property saying? This property is trying to say that if you interchange these two values, you will get one more logarithm, you will get another logarithm, and those two logarithms will be what? Reciprocal of each other. You see, what is another way we can put this property as what? Log of B base A into, take it on this side, LHS, log of A base B equal to 1. Understand? Can you understand this? So here you are taking log of B at base A, and here you are doing the reverse. You are interchanging these numbers. So the B now goes to base, and the base A goes to this place whose log you are finding. So whenever you are having two such logarithms, their product is going to be 1. Alright? Or you can say one logarithm is equal to 1 upon another logarithms when the numbers and base are interchanged. Number and base are interchanged. Okay? See how to see this property is true. How to see this property is true. But before I tell you the explanation, grasp it with the help of numbers there. Okay? Some log of 3 base 2 is equal to, what will you say? 1 upon log of 2 base 3, using this property. Assuming this is true, I am going to prove it. Okay. Similarly, log of 7 base 5 can be written as 1 upon log of what? 5 to the base 7. So this is very important result, and it must not be ignored there. Now see this question. Solve 11 to the power log of x base 11 plus 4x plus 10 equal to 0. Now you see, using this property which I have told you, a to the power log of x base a. If these two numbers are same to same, what is the answer of this? Okay, I took n there. So if these two bases are same, the answer is directly this number. Okay, n. So this property will mean this quantity would become what? X. This quantity would become X. 11 is the base here, and here 11 is also the base of logarithm. So this value will become what? X as per this property. Plus 4x plus 10 equal to 0. That means you get 5x equal to minus 10. That means x equal to minus 2. Don't be in a hurry to say this is your answer. Okay, why? Because you see, in the question you are talking about this logarithm. You are talking about log of x base 11. Log of x base 11. Okay, and you know, for logarithm, what are those three conditions? Okay, base must be positive. It is. Base must not be equal to 1. Base must be positive. Base must not be equal to 1. It is. And what is another condition? The number whose log you take must be positive. So x must be positive. Okay, this implies for logarithm to be defined, x must be positive. So don't try to say this is your answer. This value can never satisfy the equation, because if you put x is equal to minus 2, it will become log of minus 2. Can you take log of negative numbers? No. You can take log only when the number is what? Positive. You can take log only of the positive numbers. So although you got x is equal to minus 2, but it is not a solution. Okay, can't be solution, as log will not be defined, as log x base 11 will not exist. Understood? So solving this question means what? You find the x value which satisfy the equation. You try to solve it and you got x is equal to minus 2. But x is equal to minus 2 does not satisfy the equation, because on putting x is equal to minus 2, you don't know what is this log value. This log value is what? Undefined, not defined. Okay. So x is equal to minus 2 can't be solution. Log of x to the power m. Okay, base a is equal to n times log of x base a. Now, as you are talking about log of x, x must be positive, base a must be positive, and base must not be equal to 1. So this rule will be true for under what conditions? X positive, this number you are taking here, you are taking log of x, here you are taking log of n. So the number whose log you take, that has to be positive. Okay, so don't go to the alphabets. Sometime it may be n here, sometime it may be x here. Okay, you should keep your understanding clear that the number whose log you have to find must be positive, which is x now, that must be positive. Base is a, that must be positive, and further base must not be equal to 1. Okay, for x positive, a positive, and a not equal to 1. Now this is a very powerful and useful result, and even a grand version of this result is available, which I am going to tell you, and that is even more powerful to solve many questions of logarithms. Okay, and the result is, suppose you are having log of x to the power m at the base a power n. That means the number whose log you are finding, that is an exponential, and the base is also an exponential. Then this value can be proved to be m by n. What is the exponent over here? M, and the exponent over here is n. So first you write what? Ratio of those two exponents, m by n. The exponent at the top will go in the numerator, and exponent here in the base will go in the denominator. Okay, into log of. So you just visualize that these exponents have flown. These exponents have flown out. So what you see? Log of x to the base a. So once these exponents have flown outside, like I told you in the previous property, what you see? Log of x to the base a. Okay. So into log of x to the base a. So in a similar way, you can prove this result as well. In fact, you can say this result is this first result. This first result you can say is a special case of this result. If you take n is equal to 1, if you take n is equal to 1, you will write this result. Is it or not? You see, n equal to 1, you will get this result. Okay. Now you see how to apply this very useful result in answering the questions. In fact, the illustrations that I took in the beginning of the class can be answered more quickly, okay, using this result. Alright, see. For example, I had asked you log of 81 to the base 27. So in the previous method, I had told you, say this is x and then 27 power x is equal to 81. Can you recall? And we found the value to be what? 4 by 3. Okay, in this case, the value will come out to be what? 4 by 3. Now, but once you are familiar with this advanced property, you see, you can work out it in this way as well. So, you can write this as log of 81, you can write as 3 to the power 4. 27 you can write as 3 to the power 3. Okay. So, number m is what? 4. M is equal to 4. N is equal to what? 3. So, they have flown out, and then what you see? 3 ln of 3 to the base 3. Got that? This 4 and this 3. They have been utilized. Then what is left here? Log of 3 to the base 3. Okay. But as I have told you, log of a number, positive number at the same base is what? 1. Okay. So this value is 1. So your answer is 4 by 3. In fact, there was no need to write this. Okay. Because you can see log of 3 to the base 3 is going to come, and that value is what? 1. So you could directly say answer is 4 by 3. Similarly, this question, log of 9 root 3 at the base 1 by 3 can be done in this way as well. Log of 1 by 3 can be written as 3 to the power minus 1. 9 root 3 you had seen can be written as what? 3 square. 9 is 3 square and root 3 means 3 to the power 1 by 2. So I hope you can recall that became 3 to the power 5 by 2. Okay, 3 to the power 5 by 2. So now this logarithm matches with this format. Okay, so you see what is m value? M value is 5 by 2. Then you see n value. N value is minus 1. N value is this minus 1. And then what is left? Log of 3 to the base 3. And you know that is going to be what? 1. So that's your answer, minus 5 by 2. Okay. So this is a very powerful property. Keep making use of it wherever you feel the need. Now here I have listed two very important properties of logarithms that will be required several times in logarithm questions. What these two properties say? First property says if you are having log of n to the base a and you are having log of number n at base a, base are same, both logarithms are to the same base. Okay, then the sum of two logarithms, so log of n plus log of n will become log of product of these two numbers. The number whose logs you are taking, they will get multiplied. Okay, understood? So I repeat, two logarithms at the same base, two logarithms at the same base can be added, okay, to get a single logarithm at the same base. These two were at the base a. So new logarithm will also be at base a, and it will be the logarithm of product of those two numbers. So this was log of m, this was log of n. The new logarithm will be what? Log of mn, m into n, product of mn. Now, second property says, if you are having log of m and log of n at the same base, okay, and there is a minus sign between the two logarithms, okay, so that can be difference of two logarithms. How to write that? So the difference of two logarithms becomes a single logarithm at the same base, alright, with m by n. Here it is ratio of those two numbers. And in what way this ratio comes? The logarithm which is having minus sign, the logarithm which is having a minus sign before it, okay, its number will go into the denominator. This is how you have to observe, okay. So compare this with the previous one. Here this logarithm was having plus sign, this logarithm was having plus sign, so its number n went into the numerator. This logarithm is also with plus sign, plus of log m, so its number also went into the numerator. But on the other hand, if you are having a logarithm preceded by a minus sign, if you are having a logarithm with a, if you are having a logarithm preceded by a minus sign, then the number of that logarithm will go into the denominator. So this is how you can execute it in solving the question, these two results in solving the questions. Well, those basics will never be ignored, that you are finding log of m and log of n. So m and n have to be positive numbers. You are finding log at base a, so base a will be positive and it will not be equal to 1. That you have to keep in mind. Now you see, so first of all I am letting you know what the results are, okay, and then how to execute the results, and then I will tell you what is the logic behind these results. So first I told you, when you are adding logarithms at the same base, you will get a new logarithm also at the same base. Now every logarithm which is preceded with a plus sign, its number will go into the numerator, and any logarithm which is preceded by a minus sign, its number will go into the denominator, okay. Keep this line in your mind. A logarithm preceded by a plus sign, its number will go into the numerator. A logarithm preceded by a minus sign, its number will go into the denominator. You see, this is log of m, that is, this log is preceded with a plus sign, so that's why you see its number m is in the numerator, it went into the numerator. Now this first result can be generalized for the sum of more than two logarithms as well, provided they are at the same base. The condition is what? They must be at the same base. So suppose we are having log of m1, log of m2 and so on, log of mk, all are having same base a. Then this can be converted into a single logarithm at the same base a, okay, and you see all these logarithms are preceded by a minus sign. So numbers of all of them will go into the numerator. So it will become what? m1, again m2 will go into the numerator, into again m3 will go into the numerator, and so on mk. That means all the numbers will get multiplied, like this case. There were two logarithms added here, okay, their numbers got multiplied. Same thing is happening here also. You are having sum of so many logarithms, their numbers got multiplied, okay. So this is how you will use these results while solving the questions. Now let's continue to build upon it. Look at this one. This is very important to understand. Here I have what? Mixed up both 1 and 2. So here some logarithms are added, they are preceded by a plus sign, and some logarithms are subtracted, they are preceded by a minus sign. So what will be the final log value on simplification? So I repeat, all these properties you can apply, okay, only when their logarithms are same. If their all these properties can be applied when their logarithms are having the same base. If the bases are not same, we can't apply this property. The property can be applied only when the logarithms are having the same base, okay. So you see this logarithm is preceded by a minus sign, so you write it as what? Log of, okay, you write this whole simplification, all the logarithms are at the same base, so their simplification will also be a logarithm at the same base, say a, which is a. Now that will be logarithm of which number? That's the main thing to write. So this logarithm is preceded by a plus sign, so its number m will go into the numerator. This logarithm is also preceded by a plus sign, its number will also go into the numerator. And you know, when they keep on going in the numerator means what? They are in the product, m into n, like this, m1 into m2 and so on. So this is what? M into n. Now this logarithm is also preceded by a plus sign, so its number gamma will also come into the numerator. Now look at this logarithm, it is preceded by a minus sign, so its number will come in the denominator, so upon p. This logarithm also preceded by a minus sign, so its number q will also come into the denominator, q. So that's why I wrote this simplification of all these logarithms as what? Log at base a, correct? M into n into gamma, which you can find there, divided by p into q. So this is how you have to apply the properties, okay, for adding or subtracting to the two logarithms or more than two logarithms at the same base. They all are having the same base. Now, see this question, an excellent illustration to get a grasp over these three properties, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 is the, this one is the most generalized version of all these. Okay, so how to get the answer over here? First of all, you see all the logarithms are at the same base, so you can write log base 3 of, what is this number? 1 plus 1 by 3 will become what? 4 by 3, plus this will become 5 by 4. Simplify, 1 plus 1 by 4 is what? 5 by 4 base 3. Then it will become what? 6 by 5 log of 6 by 5 at base 3, and so on. What is this number? 243 by 242. Okay, log of 243 by 242 at base 3. So first thing is what? To simplify the numbers, okay, whose logs we are taking. Now all these logarithms are with plus sign. Okay, so that, you know, excellent trick I had given you to simplify the logarithms. So all those logarithms which are with plus sign and having same base, their numbers will go into the numerator. Okay, so this will become what? A new logarithm at the same base 3, and all these numbers will get multiplied. In fact, I had told you that result, no, m1 into m2 into m3, so on. Okay, so this will become what? m1 4 by 3 into m2 5 by 4 into m3 6 by 5, and so on. Your last number is 243 upon 242. So you can see these numbers are in a certain pattern. So this 4 gets cancelled, then 5 will get cancelled. So your cancellation is occurring in this way. Okay, so this number 242 will cancel with what is going to the previous number. Can you see the trend? 4, 5, 6. So previous number will be what? 242 here. What are the numbers in the denominator? 3, 4, 5. They are increasing by 1, 1. So this is 5. So previous number is 1 less, 4. So this is 242. Previous number will be 241, and so on. That's why you see this 242 got cancelled. And what you have is logarithm of 243 in the numerator, 243 left, and in the denominator 3 is left. In the denominator 3 is left, and base is 3. On dividing 81, this is log of 81 to the base 3, and you know 81 is what? 3 power 4. So that is what? 3 power 4 base 3. And you remember that property, log of x to the power m base a is equal to m times log of x base a. This number m flies out, okay, exponent flies out, okay. So this will become what? 4 times, this 4 will go out, okay, and what is left? Log of 3 to the base 3, and this value you know is 1. So what's your answer? 4. Your answer is 4. Now you see this question, you don't know the log value of this, you can't apply the previous methods like where you are finding log of 81 at base say 27. So here the number 81 you can write in powers of 3, 27 also you can write in powers of 3, 3 power 3, this is 3 power 4, and you could use that m by n property, but no such opportunity is available here. Okay, 36 and 12 you can't write as the power of same prime number, okay. Here 81 could be written as the power 4 of prime number 3, 27 could be written as power 3 of prime number 3. No such situation is there. So what you will do is, you are equipped with more tools now to answer the question. So you are having logarithm, sum of two logarithms, and they are having what? Same base. So using the property, that first property I told now, log of m plus log of n will become what? Log of m into n. Use that property. And why to use that? Why to say that lengthy property? I have told you the trick. What is that trick? Whenever you are adding logarithms with the same base, okay, then numbers will get multiplied. Okay, what I told? Logarithm preceded with a plus sign, its number will go in the numerator. Okay, so that is what log at base 12 of 36 into what? 48. This logarithm preceded by a plus sign, and this logarithm also preceded by a plus sign. So 36 and 48, they both go into the numerator. Okay. Now you see, what is 36? 12 into 3. What is 48? 12 into 4. So this product is nothing but 12. Okay. This is 12. This is another 12. Okay. And 3 into 4 is one more 12. So that becomes 12 cube. Am I right? So this becomes logarithm of 12 cube. Got that? This product is 12 power 3 at the base 12. Now using that property, where exponent will fly out, okay, what will this become? 3 times, what is left? Log of 12 to the base 12, and you know that value is 1. So your answer is 3. Understand? Log of 12 to the base 12. What is that? 1. So your final answer is 3. Now you see this question. All the logarithms are at base 10. Okay, I have told you, even if 10 was not written, you would understand it to be 10, because logarithm for logarithm 10 is considered to be the common base there. Okay, so if in any logarithm base is missing, it's not given, it will assume to be 10. Keep it in mind. Further you see, this is log base 10, this is also log at base 10. So we can apply that property, log of m plus log of n, because they are having same base. But here you see this log is multiplied by number 1 by 3. This log is multiplied with number 1 by 2. Okay, so no such property was told to you. The property told to you was for what? When you are having log of m plus log of n, it becomes log of what? M into n, provided they have same base. And how much number is multiplied here? 1 times log m. This is what? 1 times log m, and you get. But here different numbers are multiplied, 1 by 2, 1 by 3. So there is a remedy for that as well. You see, you are aware with this property, log of x to the power m base a is equal to what? M times log of x base a. Now, so far you have been using this property in this direction. Both sides are equal. So you can say either this equal to this, or you can say RHS is equal to LHS. So time to use this property in this way. Okay. So how to say this property when we are seeing from RHS to LHS? So we will say like, if a logarithm is multiplied with number m, then it will become a single logarithm with that number m flying back to this x. This number m flying back to x. Okay, it will become what? X power m. This number m, which is in the multiplication of logarithm, where will it go? It will go to the number whose log we are taking. Alright, it will become x power what? M. So apply that logic. So by applying that logic, let's first concentrate on this logarithm. So it will become log base 10. This is what? 49 by 4. And what is this logarithm is multiplied with which number? 1 by 2. So this number 1 by 2 will fly back. This is the number 1 by 2. It will fly back to what? As exponent over here. Okay. So 1 by 2 goes to this place. Okay. And it becomes power 1 by 2. Got it? Now you see this number is nothing but 49 by 4. 49 by 4. Square root of 49 by 4. What is that? 7 by 2. Similarly, treat this one. So this is logarithm of 1 by 125. And this number 1 by 3 is multiplied. So this number 1 by 3 will go to the exponent of this bracket. Okay. X to the power m. It will become what? X to the power m. So what is that? 1 by 3. What is cube root of 125? You know, 125 is what? 5 cube. Okay. So this will become what? 5 only. This value is nothing but 5. So this becomes what? Log of 5 to the base 10. Now, look at this number 1. Now you see, so now what is our question now? Okay, so hence the required value becomes now log of 343 at base 10 divided by this quantity has become log of 7 by 2. I forgot to write base, okay, but no issues, because I told no, if the base is not mentioned, it is understood to be 10. It was 10 only, so even if you forget to write, no issues. Plus log of this portion became what? Log of 5 to the base 10. Well, I am writing the base again. Now this was number 1. Since this logarithm and this logarithm, they are at base 10, so let's convert this number 1 also to this number 1 also to a logarithm at base 10. So you see, you want to write 1 as a logarithm. Since already base 10 is present, so you again want the same base 10. So you think in your mind, okay, you want this value to be 1. Let me write this way. This value you want to be what? 1. So you want to write 1. You want to write 1 as what? Log of some number at base 10. So what is going to be this number? 10 power 1. What is going to be this number? 10 power 1. Anyway, not a big deal. If you remember the observation that I had given you, log of a number at the same base, okay, provided logarithm can be taken, okay, is always 1. Log of a number to the same base is 1. So base of logarithm is 10 and you want log value to be 1. So this number also must be what? Same. If this was 10, this has to be 10. Log at base 3 of which number is 1? Same number, 3. Log of which number at base 5 is going to give you 1? 5. Okay. So if the number and base are same, okay, the log value is how much? 1. Okay. This is what you were told. So this one will be now written as what? Log of 10 to the base 10. Then time to apply. the simplifications. Numerator just without any changes. Now come back to this denominator. Log of this plus log of this plus log of this, all of them are at the same base 10. So you remember that property m1 into m2 into m3, apply that. So it will become a single logarithm at base 10 of what? Product of 10 with 7 by 2 with 5. Okay, so you see what is left there. So this is log of 343 base 10, and this number became, see there is a correction here. This is 1 by 25, no, 1 by 125, okay. So cube root will give you what? 1 by 5, okay. So this is what? 1 by 5. A little slip could have costed us dearly, but in the right time we recognized it, okay. So this is what? Into 1 by 5, okay. 1 by 5. So you see this became what? Log of 2 5s are 10, cancel with this 10. What is left? Log of 7 to the base 10. Now you know 343 has got some special connection with 7, okay. What is it? 7 power 3. 7 power 3 is what? 343 base 10, and this is what? Log of 7 base 10. Then I hope you have already got the answer. 3. Can you see? Log of 7 cube. Log of 7 cube can be written as what? This exponent 3 will fly out, okay, and will make it what? 3 times log of 7 to the base 10. 3 times log of 7 to the base 10. Denominator is also having log of 7 to the base 10. These two numbers gets cancelled and you get your required value, which is 3. So understood? How much important and powerful are those two, are those properties, log m plus log n and log of m minus log of n, and then the combined property which I told you, log of where some logarithms were added and some logarithms were subtracted. I had told you the master trick. What was that? All the logarithms preceded by a plus sign, their numbers will get into the numerator, and all the logarithms which were preceded with a minus sign, okay, preceded by a minus sign, their numbers will go into the denominator. While simplifying logarithms, you are simplifying logarithms, all of which are at the same base, okay.